Hello everyone and welcome to a comparison video between the Republic Attack Shuttle on the left and the Imperial Shuttle Tydirium on the right. They are both fairly old sets. This one is obviously the older set. It is set number 8019 and it's from quite a few years ago. So obviously some of the techniques will be older and obviously it only comes with 3 minifigures. This one is a lot cheaper. I'll put some information on the screen for both of them, so you know the prices. However, obviously this one is retired, so you can't really get it for the original price of £50 anymore. This one is still on sale, the Imperial Shuttle, but probably only for a few months longer before it gets retired. It's a couple years old now. They're two very good sets. I have to say that I prefer the newer one, possibly because I'm excited to have got it, but the old one I remember had to sort of fell apart a bit, definitely not as well built as the new one. But let's take a look at some of the key features of them, starting off with just the overall design. So clearly the one on the right is more iconic. This one only appears in a few sort of Clone Wars scenes and that sort of thing, and it's not particularly remembered, whereas the Imperial Shuttle is, as one of the most sort of iconic Imperial ships. The overall design aspect when they're in sort of flight mode is clearly, this one looks interesting. I don't like how the wings only come down so far, but obviously that's just how the vehicle is. The overall design isn't particularly great though. However, the other one looks amazing in flight mode. I'll just put it into that quickly. As you can see, the wings are very flat, which looks really nice, and overall just a lot better than the other one. In terms of the minifigures, this one definitely triumphs. Here we have some old clone troopers, which are decent, and Mace Windu. I'm not going to spend too much time on the minifigures, as you can clearly see that having Princess Leia, Han, Chewie, and 2 rebel soldiers is better, and only 1 clone trooper. Would have been better to maybe have a couple of clone troopers or Commander Gregor when he flies it. That would have been nice. And Mace Windu is good, but as a Jedi he's sort of boring one, even though he's a very popular Jedi. Going to take a quick look at the instruction manuals. The Republic Attack Shuttle takes them from the times where they were in 2 parts a lot. They feel a lot more papery, and as you can see, quite a few steps. Not as many as the other one, as they're obviously not as many pieces overall. But that's that instruction manual. Not too bad. But obviously this one is a lot more solid. Comes with a much more laminated feel. And there's a lot of stages to it. The build is quite nice too. I have to say I prefer the one on the right, as it takes longer anyway, which is always a good thing in my opinion. So now we're going to look at the sort of old versus new on the firing capabilities. On the left, you can see one of the main attractions to this set was that you can press this, and it's meant to retract, but my spring's broken, so it works but via a rubber band, and then when you finish with these, the white part falls out the bottom. So that's very good, and it was very good at the time especially. And on the back, you can see we have these parts here, which if you flip down, drops out bombs, which is a nice feature. Quite cool. And on the other one, there's not so many firing features, but they're very well integrated. There you can see spring-loaded missiles. Those are very well integrated, even for the new sets. So overall, the Imperial Shuttle, despite the price, is definitely a lot more worthwhile, especially since this is going to be very expensive now. Or not very expensive, but it's going to be more than it cost at the time, because obviously it's retired. So that's why I'd recommend that you stick with the Imperial Shuttle, and obviously it has the iconic factor to it. As well, this one looks a lot better on display, considering that it has the flat plates here rather than the bricks. This one obviously has the iconicness factor. So I would absolutely recommend getting the Imperial Shuttle. So that sort of concludes that this wasn't a very equal matchup. Maybe next time I could sort of choose 2 battle packs for the same price, but I thought just because they're 2 shuttles and they're quite similar sets in general, I'd put them together. They both have fairly limited accessibility. This one actually probably beats out the Imperial Shuttle there. You can open the entire roof up. It's quite a nice system, whereas here it's just these sections which come up and you can see inside, but nothing more than that. The cockpit on this one has to be nicer. That concludes it for the comparison as a whole, so thank you for watching everyone. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and goodbye.